Alrighty, let's see what this does. Okay, so Federer's got an option for 2 different outfits. I think he's the only one, from what I know. So what I'll do is I'll play as TM. Hey, what's going on? I'll play as professional and see how it goes. Alrighty, let's get into it. So TM versus Federer. So evidently one of the main things that they've fixed is the ball and the racket not connecting. So where you see that massive gap between the ball and the racket, that should not be there now. We shall see. Oh, piss off! What the fuck? So I'm interested to see if the AI gives up as easy as they did, like on drop shots, and then say when the ball's pretty much at their feet. So I'm curious to see if... Oh, there's that patented backhand. Nah. Fed looks too fat in this game. Needs to shed some gaming weight. He's been sitting in a chair too long. I still feel like aiming could do with some work. It still sort of feels like a couple of things could be tweaked. I swear that was out. I swear that did not touch the line, but okay. I'll take it. Must have done his face scan when he took clay off last year. Yeah, maybe. He hasn't really played on clay. Well, he hasn't played Roland Garros since I think 2015 was his last time at Roland Garros, so I don't know how much of that he actually played prior, like the lead-up tournaments. I wouldn't mind seeing an aiming marker, but in the same breath, I kind of don't mind that you don't have one. Like with AO Tennis, I feel it's needed most of the time. Oh yeah, probably like as an adjustment period for sure. Well, that's not fair. God, already 34 people watching. Jesus, that didn't take long. I've only been going for 5 minutes. I suppose because the French Open hasn't resumed yet, so at the moment the only real thing I've noticed is, oh, there's that bloody woman again. The only thing I've really noticed so far is they've gotten rid of that moment where the ball and the racket don't touch. So that tedious looking thing where, yeah. Nah, the stream will be in 30 frames per second, if that, because my internet's not fast enough to do 720p 60 frames per second. Personally, I don't think it'd matter if the game was running in 30 or 60. It wouldn't really make much of a difference. Well, that wasn't a bad shot. So that's what, like, yeah, it's quite good sometimes. You can get some really nice winners. Just some absolutely cracking winners sometimes. I mean, this one was really nice. Right in the corner. How do you like it, Roger? God, nearly 50 people. Yeah, so like Adam was saying, you know, I don't feel there's been too much change, but they've probably gotten rid of a few tedious little things. Like it was only 600 megabytes on the PS4. The Xbox version hasn't gotten approval yet, so the Xbox users are going to be waiting. Well, I don't know how long they're going to be waiting. Because I mean, the first patch, the PS4 users had to wait about 5 days, 4 or 5 days, and then we ended up getting extra added into it. It just seems really strange that there's a lot of differences between the two versions. Ah, damn it. Just a bit of a strange, oh shit. Strange sort of situation. I sort of feel like it's probably more than 20 odd % because you'd have to imagine the game wouldn't work very well if it was only like 20 something % done. Because surely you would expect the game to crash a hell of a lot more if it was only that amount done. Well, that was right on the line. Yeah, I'll make some more Top Spin 4 videos tomorrow. I got my ass kicked playing as Sampras. I was playing on very hard and got my ass absolutely destroyed by Agassi. Yeah, so far they've only done they've only given Federer his other Nike outfit. So I don't know why. Tennis World Tour or Aero Tennis? Oh, the age-old question. Personally, I prefer the gameplay in this compared to AO Tennis. Do you see any differences in the gameplay? Honestly, apart from the ball where it wasn't hitting the racket previously, it looks sort of much the same. Like I've looked at the patch. Oh no, that's still happening. Looking like they trip over it. So that's still there. Looking at the patch notes, they posted the patch notes on Facebook. There's not that... They haven't really changed that much. I would say they're going to have to put out another 1 or 2 updates before the Switch version gets released. Since they delayed that to the 19th, until the 19th of June, they're going to have to... do a bit more. Like, they're going to have to do some actual proper gameplay tweaks. Because at the moment, they haven't, like, there's no real gameplay tweaks in this patch, I feel, so far. All the information is on Facebook. Just hold up a sec. I'll rattle it off now. I'm sure I'm going to be asked this multiple times throughout this, but alright, so version 1.0.3, I just call it 1.03 because that's what it's actually called. Added the possibility to switch The Outfitter Federer and Exhibition mode. His outfitting career has been updated to the 2018 spring version. Bug fixes greatly reduce the gap between the ball and the racket and ball that would sometimes appear when returning a ball. Fixed sets, match, and decisive sets scores display in career mode. Balancing changed exceptional caps and cap peaks to rare, thus removing them as a possible reward of major tournaments. Various non-playable events including challenges, make a donation, and negotiate a video game contract in career mode were linked to the hiring of specific agents were removed. We removed those conditions so that more events can be encountered frequently. So that's it. Like I said, it was only 600 megabyte update. No, it's not. It's not a suddenly released patch. They actually posted about it yesterday. They said it would be out today. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't catch the post on Twitter. Because yeah, they spoke about it. Yeah, yesterday. They finally surfaced. Shit. Oh, I wonder how many dislikes this stream will get. I notice I've got. It just seems to be a steady 2 dislikes on each. On each of the last couple of live streams. I don't know if it's the same 2 people each time or what. Yeah, it's only for the PS4 though. The Xbox version, they've apparently got to wait for approval. I assume that's by Microsoft, who hasn't given it yet. So the Xbox users are pretty much left out. Oh shit. I haven't actually watched it yet. I had dinner not too long ago, so I was kind of gearing I was kind of gearing up for that. I didn't expect the patch to come out until the early hours of the morning for my time. So I'll have to have a look once I jump off this, because if I try and look on YouTube now, my bandwidth will just absolutely go to shit. Just try and remind me. I've got a pretty shit memory sometimes. That's out. Yep. Dinner's always good. I mean, it was a roast chicken, so not gonna miss that. Oh yeah, I think I got that trophy when they yeah, I don't know, when was that? I think it was when the game was still in an early build. Will there be a PSVR game? I think there already no, not PlayStation. I know there's one on Steam for the PC. Yeah, they haven't really changed anything gameplay wise. Apart from the racket not connecting with the ball. That's pretty much all they've changed, really. And then a couple of other like bug fixes in the career mode. If online's meant to come next week, I'd say there's going to be more gameplay related tweaks then. Possibly. That's a theory though, it's not an actual truth. So I'm not actually sure. A few people were commenting, oh, AO International Tennis 1.27 patch out soon. I was like, as far as I know, that's not coming out for a couple of weeks. And it's, you know, back to stadium customization for that game. Like I think I was talking to a couple of you guys about that earlier. Oh god. Yeah, the game could really use with an aiming marker, I feel. So, from what I gather, the AI still does not make unforced errors, apart from the occasional double fault, which is really annoying. I think a lot of people like it for the customization, because to me the gameplay there's a lot of bugs and glitches in the gameplay, and pretty much every rally goes the same way. It's just left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. There's no real variety. Shit! I've noticed on Planet Cricket, some people are starting to get a little annoyed with some of the things happening in the game, which has been a pretty rare thing because most of the guys on there usually, you know, say that there's no real issues with the game and it's great. But I've noticed they're starting to see some tedious things happening. That is not where I meant to play that. And right. Yeah, so at the moment there's not much different. Like gameplay wise, it's essentially the same. For how I'm feeling with it, Federer is still absolutely unbeatable. And yeah, like I was saying, the AI really needs to start making some mistakes, because at the moment they just don't make any, apart from the occasional double fault. Because I mean, you get punished for so many shots, and the AI can just pull everything out of the bag. Oh shit! Nah, it's out. Yeah, evidently there's going to be sliding coming. Like I don't know if that's going to be purely clay like AO Tennis has done, or if they're going to add some sliding. Because I mean, obviously you see sliding on grass, you see sliding on hard court to an extent. Yeah, they're not going to do that, Roberto. No way do they do that. Big Ant's probably already planning the second game, but they're not gonna do a discounted price. No way. Yep. So that's that serving thing where the player just runs towards the net. That's still there. Like it's funny. There's some really good moments in some of the rallies, but yeah, there's still a lot of issues. Like, don't get me wrong though, the gameplay is, like, to me it's more enjoyable than AO Tennis. That's just a personal view. I just have more fun with it. But I mean, like, you look at it, AO Tennis has got a lot of issues as well. Like, you know, Tommy, as you and I know, and I think other people are starting to notice that, you know, serving in that game is becoming a bit of a joke. Like whether you're receiving or you know, getting serve or serving yourself. The amount of aces that happen just purely because players can't move. Well, yeah, he just gave up on that, which he would have reached that ball quite easily. Heard any more about online? No, I haven't heard any update on that. As far as I know, still next week. Shit, a brick. It only started downloading like half an hour ago, so I pretty much, as soon as I saw it was announced, I had it downloading. Yeah, the only problem with Tennis Elbow is, like, aside from graphics, even the movements, it's fairly dated now. To be honest, the only thing they've improved on in this patch is where the racket wasn't touching the ball, where there was like a good 2 feet between the racket and the ball. That's pretty much the only gameplay thing that they've probably done. So I'll be curious to see what comes next week, because I feel like if they're gonna launch online next week, they're gonna have to change some of the gameplay elements, like particularly like the aiming. Like, I don't know if they I feel they should include an aiming marker as an option, so at least people can get used to it. So the issue with the aces is still there, where you can just get aces because the player's just rooted to the spot. So pretty much everything, all the other glitches, bugs that were in the gameplay are probably still there. The only thing they've really changed is that, yeah, the racket and the ball not touching. It looks like they're focused on a few things that were causing problems in the career mode. So yeah, that's like, it's only a 600 megabyte update, so like when I saw that, I was like, well, I don't expect much from 600 megabytes. I was hoping for quite a large patch. Yeah, Federer's the only one. Yeah, those aces happen quite a lot. Yeah, so Federer's the only one that's got an updated outfit. So I would assume they would have plans to update more, you would have to say, because most of the other players have got different outfits. The only thing I know about online is evidently it's coming next week. That's the only thing I know about it. So whether there's more gameplay tweaks along with that, well, you can't really tell exactly where you're aiming, and often I feel like a lot of shots that are going out probably shouldn't go out. Honestly, they didn't. The update hasn't really done that much. It's gotten rid of that tedious little thing where there was nothing about more faces in the patch notes, so I doubt it. There was nothing about customization. It's pretty much just the ball not hitting the racket. That's gone now. It's a 600 megabyte update, so it's not really going to do anything. I mean, Big Ant once tried to tell me that a 50 megabyte update can do quite a lot. Yeah, Federer's the only one with the new outfit. It was a decent shot. Federer's just killing me though. I probably should have chosen a better person to play. Or should have played as Federer. Ah, oh, fuck me. Honestly, I wasn't expecting the update until like the early hours of the morning, my time. How much is the PC version selling for on Steam? Motherfucker. Yeah, like, when I got that reply ages ago, like, that was like February, I think. Late January, early February, that patch that was like a 50 megabyte one for AO Tennis, and I was like, surely that, surely 50 megabytes can't do much. Not for the size of the game. Yeah, a few people have been wondering if the PC version will have mod support. I mean, a few people have been wondering if AO Tennis will have that, and I said, nah, probably not. Big Ant will want to control that completely. They'll want to control every aspect of customization. Christ. Yeah, like, I really feel like aiming's pretty harsh. 22 and 30 euros. So, what's that? It's probably about 60 bucks Australian. Yeah, somehow I don't see them having mod support. But wait and see. Because if they do, well, that's a game changer. I'll probably get it on PC. Because I'm willing to bet there's plenty of modders that could absolutely work wonders on this game. Damn it. Note to self, play someone a little less difficult. Okay. $33 to 46 Aussie dollars. Okay, that's not as much as what I said. I think it's priced in US dollars for Australia. I hate how these courts look, to be honest. I feel like they've still got more realism than I still feel like they look like actual courts compared to AO Tennis. AO Tennis courts look really, really strange. Yeah, obviously I feel like, you know, given the fact that they've, well, you know, obviously we know the Roland Garros edition is next year, so it's going to have the proper, you know, main court for Paris by that point. Yeah, well, the game's not even finished, so I don't know. I mean, it's done by a French development team, so you'd have to imagine a lot of them are big tennis fans. So, it's so annoying that the AI still doesn't have unforced errors. I find that really frustrating.